Question number 6 in the 2021 calculus topic test. Okay, so I have a rectangular prism, x times h. So V equals x squared h, and surface area equals 2x squareds plus 4 lots of these. So I know those two things from my formula sheet. So let's now read the question. Has a surface area of 100. Express h in terms of x. So the total surface area is 100. So my 2x squared plus 4xh equals 100. I could solve for h, or I could comfortably go over here and go 100 equals 2x squared plus 4x h. Press X here and make sure that all of the variables are okay. Interactive advanced solve for h. And I could write 25 on x minus x on 2, or I could combine these two together. And it gives me minus, and if I simplify that answer, I get, well, this is where I got back to. So minus x squared plus 50, 50 minus x squared on 2, either of those. Perfectly okay, because they're both h in terms of. Hence, show the volume of the prism is this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use my length times width times height, x squared h, replace whichever you had over here where the h is, therefore you come up with that particular answer. And state the domain. So I've now got this, put a bracket around it, times x squared. That gives me that. If I graph this, I can get an idea of, and if I go zoom auto, I can see I don't want this negative bit, I only want this bit here. This is the only spot where the volume is positive and x is positive. So this is going to be my graph. So therefore I'd like to find out if this is equal to 0, what's the value of x? That is, what's the x-intercept? Okay, it doesn't like the squiggly brackets. Edit, cut, get rid of all of that. Edit, paste, equals 0, solve for x. And positive or negative 5 root 2. So root 50 is 5 root 2. So this is going to be my domain. And lastly, find the dimensions of the prism that has a maximum volume. If you got nothing up there, you can easily do the rest of this question because I'm maximizing this. It's actually going to be that point there, which is this point here. If I do analysis, G solve max, it tells it to me in decimal. That's of no use to me whatsoever. So I'm going to use calculation Fmax, and that Fmax between 0 and 5 root 2, because that's my domain. And I can see my maximum, and this is when x occurs. So x equals 5 root 6 on 3. It's asking for the dimensions. So if I take that expression I had for h and put that inside of it, I also get 5 root 6 on 3. So in actual fact, it's a cube. I would accept you saying x equals 5 root 6 on 3, h equaling 5 root 6 on 3, because they are the dimensions of the cuboid. And for the maximum volume, this is the maximum volume, this value here.